The Last of Us is almost here. We're less than a week away, and I fortunately had the opportunity to watch all 7 episodes. And even though they were just screeners, I have a good idea of what you guys can expect. So, this is my full review for this awesome show. So, if you played The Last of Us Part 2, then you probably already know what to expect from this show. But they do some things a little different to keep you surprised, to keep you on the edge of your seat, and to keep you entertained. This season is pretty much Ellie's story and Abby's story. While Joel does play a big part in it, things have changed for Ellie and Joel. The show picks up a few years after the end of season 1, and the relationship between Joel and Ellie has come to almost a standstill, but there is still some communication. I guess it's about resentment between the two, and this father-daughter relationship that they had in the first season is no longer there. Ellie is now all grown up, and she wants to do things her way. And I know this is pretty much what you got from the game. There are a lot of things that I can tell you, and a lot of things that I can't tell you due to some embargoes by HBO. So I'm gonna try and keep the rest of this review as spoiler free as possible so you can enjoy the show as much as I did without anyone telling you what's about to happen. We already know that Caitlin Dever will star as Abby, while Isabella Merced will star as Dina. Both these characters play an important role in the second season, and one of my favorite characters unfortunately takes a backseat in the season, and that's Gabriel Luna's Tommy. Tommy is an awesome guy, and I really wish we got to see more of him, and that's probably one of my biggest criticisms of this season. If we're gonna talk about the characters, we have to talk about the performances of the actors. Bella Ramsey is just phenomenal as Ellie. I know when she was cast in season 1, people had a lot of reservations, and she probably received a lot of hate, but she really kills this role. She is just amazing. She balances each side of Ellie in such a powerful way that this character will remain with you no matter how long ago you watched the show. And Pedro Pascal is always awesome in every role he's given. And once again, as Joel, this time a little more broken because of his relationship with Ellie, and this leads him to doing things that he probably regrets in the end. And this just puts a bigger rift between him and Ellie. Dina is probably one of my new favorite characters. I think Isabella Merced does an amazing job in bringing this character's strength, her empathy and kindness to the role, as well as how badass she is. The same goes for Caitlin Dever as Abby. Now, when this show was first announced, everybody wanted her to play the role of Ellie, and I can see it. She would have been great as Ellie, but I think she's perfect as Abby. Abby is a kind of rough around the edge character, and she portrays her perfectly. Abby is supposed to be a character you hate, and I know a lot of people love to hate her, but in this show they show her in a different light. Yes, the game did kind of redeem her in some ways, but I think the show just shows more of a humanity, more of a pain, and more of a hurt, and why she's doing what she's doing. And some of the other new cast members include Jeffrey Wright as Isaac Dixon. He reprises his role from the video game, and also he is wonderful, and yeah, I really enjoyed his role. He is such a great actor, and he deserves a lot more roles in Hollywood. There are a few cameos that I'm not allowed to speak on, but you guys will see. I will do week-to-week recaps and reviews of each episode so that we can talk about those points, things that I'm not allowed to mention yet. So I hope you guys will come back for that. Talking about the gaming part of the TV show, a few new zombies do appear. I can't say in which episodes or what zombies, but they do look fantastic, and the practical sets with the CGI just blend so well. It really pulls you into this world. And some scenes, it does feel like you are playing the game yourself, as if you are one of these characters. as if you are in the world of The Last of Us. So yeah, like I said, I watch screeners. So in a few of the episodes, there were just temp placements of CGI effects, sound effects, and stuff. So those were let out, and I will watch these episodes again just to get a full picture. But even with that, it still looked amazing, especially the practical sets and the practical effects and the stunt work that these people put into the show. It is phenomenal. So yeah, that's basically my review of the show. I think it's a definite must watch. It is one of my favorite, well, second season premieres of this year. And I think it's a show that they, those who loved and those who hated part two of the video game will still appreciate, because they do tell an amazing story with some fantastic actors. So The Last of Us Season 2 will be on HBO on the 13th and on DSTV or on Showmax on the 14th of April. And don't forget to take part in my quiz and you can win a Showmax subscription to watch the premiere of The Last of Us Season 2.